movies for almost a decade now.
Yeah.
4 movies, lots of changes to the characters, to yourselves as people. What's been the biggest change from First Class through to Dark Phoenix?
Age.
Age. Lethargy, just a kind of lack of willingness to get out of bed in the morning. Less rigidity. What has changed? Piles. Actually, that's not 100% inaccurate.
Basically, what's been cool about it is that we've both managed to explore the characters at different points in their lives and different sort of places where they're at. First Class for me still sort of remains sort of my favourite of the 4 that we're part of. But yeah, I've had an opportunity with Eric that he sort of introduced to Charles. He becomes Magneto in the first one, and then the second one he's like this sort of anarchist, sort of terrorist that's sort of in prison, and then becomes like this megalomaniac when he comes out. And then in the third one he's a family man, and in this final one he's kind of like, I saw him kind of like a cult leader. So lots of different sort of colours there.
Yeah, I feel like in First Class they were putting together a family, and then Days of Future Past they really tested it and they galvanised it, and each of them sort of became stronger in their own way, And then in that third one, or this fourth one now actually, we're ripping them apart, like properly ripping them apart.
Well, you're flipping them. In this movie, you are almost the Professor X person running your own, you say it's a cult, but it's a clan of mutants. And then we question whether Professor X, whether his motives are, and his actions are good. Have you enjoyed flipping these characters and exploring them in ways that never has been done before on film?
Yeah. I've always seen Vanity as his potential Achilles heel. And something that could help him fall, and it definitely leads him to it this time. He's no longer the teacher, the healer, the leader. He's like a politician, and he's a vain politician with a massive sort of world-spanning political platform and a message, and he sort of believes in that message more than the application of that message.
Yeah, I think playing Eric's been interesting because he's always so uncompromising, and I feel like in this film this is sort of his compromise. He's managed to sort of establish Genosha. It's a place where his people can live safely, where they can sort of determine their own laws and rules. And I think he's as content as he could be, obviously without his family, as a sort of like lone sort of figure. He's pretty content, and then of course news gets to Genosha about what's happened in the outside world, and then it's like it's unquestionable for him. He goes back to that sort of Old Testament sort of belief system, which is like an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, and he feels there's no question that he has to avenge his friend's death.
I mean, you've had these amazing arcs so far, and the future of this franchise is obviously a bit unclear because there's been sort of all the change with Disney and Marvel and stuff. But would you like to continue, and would you like to bring these characters into the bigger Marvel Cinematic Universe area?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there is much confusion. I think the last statement that came out of Marvel was pretty clear.
What was the statement?
That we won't be making any X-Men movies for quite a long time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So just about time for us to do the older versions then.
Is that what you'd want? Ignoring all the real-world context, is that what you'd like to do? Would you like to sort of come back and do them in sort of the era of Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen?
I always want to do good scripts. So if you send me a good script, I'll consider it, whether it's this, that, or the next thing.
Fair enough.
Can I just say there's a lot of ginger in this room at the moment?
There really is.
There's 3 ginger beards.
Boom.
It's good.
Represent.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah,
that's what I want from my Magneto. That's why I always side with him.